The first part of this quest, you're going to talk to Maya in the house in Hennessy's. Her house is going to be this yellow mushroom house that's located all the way on the right side of Hennessy's. You're going to want to talk to her, and then she's going to send you over to Tio in Lith Harbor. Tio is located on the left side of the map, and after talking to Tio, you're going to want to head over to Pirion and talk to Sophia in the potion shop. Now in this next step, you're going to want to search for Manjin at the top left platform of Pirion. And this guy is probably one of the coolest and personally one of my favorite NPCs in the game. He's going to ask you to collect 40 charms of undead. The charm of undead are dropped from zombie mushrooms who are located in Sleepy Woods and Tunnel 1. After collecting 40 charms, you're going to return back to Manjin, and he's going to reward you with Archon's blood. The next step in this list is going to have you go to Sophia. But before that, I recommend you collect some items. You're going to collect 50 leaves from Dark Stumps, located in the map called Over the Wall. Next, you're going to collect 20 octopus legs from octopuses who are located in Caution Falling Down. And the last item on this list is going to be 50 squishy liquids that you can collect from slimes at Southern Dungeon 1. Finally, with all those items and Archon's blood, you're going to return to Sophia, who's going to reward you with 1 sparkling rock. Next, you're going to backtrack to Lith Harbor with your sparkling rock, give it to Tio, and he's going to give you weird medicine. And the last step on this list, you're going to return to Maya, who's going to reward you with 5,000 mesos, 2,000 experience, and a very, very familiar item to many Maplers, the brown bamboo hat. Moving on, this is one of Maplestory's most iconic quests that's going to reward you with one of Maplestory's most iconic pieces of equipment, and that's the old Raggedy Cape. And thankfully, this quest is pretty easy. All you're going to want to go do is talk to Jane Doe at the Nihora Hospital in Kerning. She's going to ask you to collect 20 broken mirror glass from Wild Boar. My favorite spot to train on boars is Land of the Wild Boar 1, but also another very good spot is Land of the Wild Boar 2. But after collecting 20 of those broken mirror glasses, you're going to return to Jane Doe, and she's going to reward you with 2,300 experience. Then she's going to ask you to collect 100 charms of the undead. Again, zombie mushrooms can be found in Sleepy Woods and Tunnel 1. After collecting 100 charms, return back to her, and she'll reward you with 5,000 experience and the old Raggedy Cape. Jane and the Wild Boar, level 25. This is a really good quest to make some extra cash while training because it's going to reward you with a random 60% weapon scroll. But to start this quest, you're going to want to talk to Jane in Lith Harbor. She's going to be located right next to Tio. She's going to ask you to collect 100 horny mushroom caps. The best place to train on horny mushrooms is the same map that zombie mushrooms are found in, and that's Sleepy Woods and Tunnel 1. After that, return back to Jane with 100 horny mushroom caps and 80 wild boar's teeth, and she'll reward you with 2,500 experience and a random 60% weapon scroll. So to start this quest, you're going to want to talk to Mr. WetBottom. He's going to be located in the VIP sauna. After speaking with him, make your way all the way to the top of Elena and take the portal the field north of Elena, continuing until you reach the entrance of a zone called Tunnel at the forest up north. In here is an NPC called Ronnie. After speaking with Ronnie, make your way over to the Hennessy's and talk to an NPC called Rena. Rena's gonna ask you to collect 50 cursed ice tails and 5 pig heads. The cursed eye tails can be collected from cursed eyes, who are gonna be located in the hunting ground in the Deep Forest 1. Pigs or ribbon pigs can be located in a very, very iconic map called the Pig Beach. Return back to Rena and she'll reward you with 5,000 experience and Rena's Unagi special. Once you have that diamond, you're going to go to Elena and talk to Rowen the fairy, who will reward you with 5,000 experience and 1 bottle of fresh milk. Now with Rena's Unagi special and fresh milk, the last item that you're going to want to collect is 50 lupin bananas. Take the portal located at the bottom left of Elena to the field south of Elena, continuing on all the way until you reach Monkey Forest 1. After collecting 50 lupin bananas, return back to Ronnie. Give him all the items and he'll reward you with 3,800 experience and 1 secret book. And after all that's done, return back to the sauna in Sleepywood. Give Mr. WetBottom the secret book and he'll reward you with 10,000 mesos, 5,000 experience, and either the blue sauna robe or the red sauna robe, depending on the gender of your character. To start this quest, talk to Blackbull, who's located in the bottom left part of Pirion. He'll ask you to collect 100 stone golem rubble, 30 processed wood, 30 screws, and Blackbull's deed to the land. And remember, to finish this quest, you're going to need an additional 10 fame. The 30 screws and the 30 pieces of processed wood can be created by Mr. Smith in Pirion. In return for 1 steel bar and 1 bronze bar, he'll make you 15 screws. And then for either 10 tree branches or 5 firewood, you can receive 1 processed wood. The stone golem rubble can be collected from stone golems that are going to be located entrance of the golem's temple. Leave Sleepywood and make your way towards the breathing rock. Once you reach the breathing rock, continue your way upwards to the entrance of the golem's temple. And then the last item on this list is Blackbull's deed to the land, which are dropped from cursed eyes. And cursed eyes again can be found in hunting ground in the Deep Forest 1. After collecting all those items, return back to Pirion to talk to Blackbull, and he'll reward you with 15,000 mesos, 1,000 experience, and 2 fame. And additionally, he'll reward you on a 10% weapon scroll depending on your class. The next quest on this list, I recommend you doing at least once, however it is repeatable, and it's the Lost Guard, level 30. Repeating this quest is a pretty decent way to make some cash because it rewards you with 20 EOS Rock Scrolls. EOS Rock Scrolls, for you that don't know, give you the ability to teleport between rocks that are located on the EOS 100 floor tower. To do this quest, you're required to collect 15 propellers from helis. Helis can be located on numerous levels of the tower, starting all the way from the 92nd floor all the way down to the 58th. And likewise, you're going to want to collect 15 worn out goggles from Chirpies, who are located from floors 92 all the way through till 75. Return back to the Lost Guard, and he'll reward you with 20 EOS Rock Scrolls. The next quest on this list is collecting Huckle's magic ingredients. Again, just like last quest, this is a repeatable quest, but this time he'll reward you with Orbis Rock Scrolls. Similar to EOS Rock Scrolls, these function the same way. You can find Huckle in Orbis Tower Hidden Room, which is located on the 10th floor. He's going to want you to collect 45 Junior Sentinel shell pieces, 20 Ice Sentinel shell pieces, and 20 Fire Sentinel shell pieces. These sentinels are located on almost every single map in the Orbis Tower. The entrance to the Orbis Tower is located all the way on the east side of Orbis. The next quest, a delivery lost in time, level 33. There's 2 pre-quests for this quest. The first is a toy soldier's walnut. You're going to want to talk to Delve the toy soldier in the EOS tower, 100th floor. He's going to ask you to collect 20 tasty walnuts that are dropped from black rats. After collecting 20 tasty walnuts, return back to Delve the toy soldier and he'll reward you with 1050 experience and a level 30 boot depending on your class. Then on to the next pre-quest, Dollhouse. You're going to want to talk to Delve the toy soldier again. Next, you're going to want to talk to Olsen the toy soldier, and then you'll automatically be brought to a tower. They're going to ask you to search around this tower for the real dollhouse. The real dollhouse will have a slightly 3D handle compared to the fake dollhouse. I'll put up a picture right now. Once you found the real dollhouse, destroy it and collect the pendulum that'll drop out of it. Talk to Mark the toy soldier in this area. He'll bring you out of the room and he'll reward you with 2400 experience, 100 blue pills, and he'll let you hold on to that pendulum for the next quest. Now this next quest, a delivery lost in time. To start this quest, you're going to talk to Olsen the toy soldier again. After that, you're going to head over to the Lost Time 1 and look for the NPC named Grandpa Clock. To get all the way down to the Lost Time 1, it's quite confusing. You're going to want to start at the entrance of Terrace Hall, located right in the middle of Lubridium. After arriving at the Lost Time 1, talk to Grandpa Clock, and he's going to ask you to collect 1 all-purpose clock spring from TikToks. TikToks are located all around this zone, so they're not very difficult to find. After returning back to him, he'll reward you with 2700 experience. Lastly, find Olsen the toy soldier, and he'll reward you with 3100 experience and a 60% weapon attack scroll depending on your class. The next quest on this list is Rowen, the Fairy, and the Cursed Dolls, level 35. The pre-quest for this is Mr. WetBottom's secret book. This is a very simple but long 5-part quest that requires you to collect cursed dolls from zombie lupins. The best place to find zombie lupins is in Monkey Forest 1 and 2. You're going to want to talk to Alfonse Green at Orbis Cloud Park 1. Afterwards, return all the way back to Orbis and talk to Erickson. Erickson is located in the central part of Orbis. After doing so, he'll ask you to collect 100 Star Pixies star pieces, 80 Lunar Pixies moon pieces, and 1 lunar wristband. All the way on the right side of Orbis will be the entrance to Cloud Park 1. As indicated on this map, Cloud Park 1 splits into 2 directions. The first being the area that leads to Junior Lioneers, Junior Groupins, and Junior Cellians, and the second being Star Pixies, Lunar Pixies, Nependeaths, and Dark Nependeaths. Continue on to the bottom right portal. Going back and forth between those zones, defeat Star Pixies for their star pieces, and defeat Lunar Pixies for their moon pieces. While you're here, you might as well collect Nependeath seeds and Dark Nependeath seeds. These are located in Orbis Strolling Path, and also Disposed Flower Garden. You can find these areas by continuing right from Cloud Park 1. Then return to Orbis and talk to Elma, who's located right above Erickson. She'll collect the 100 star pieces, 80 of the moon pieces, and 10,000 mesos in return for a lunar wristband. With the lunar wristband, give it to Erickson and he'll reward you with 500 experience and 1 fame. If you collected the Nependeath seeds and Dark Nependeath seeds earlier, talk to Erickson again, and he will hand you the sap of Nependeath. Next, you want to talk to Elma the housekeeper again, and this time you're going to want to fly all the way back to Victoria Road to the fields south of Elena. After talking to Estelle, you're going to want to hunt 60 Lupin bananas from Lupins at Monkey Forest 1. 30 sap of the ancient trees, which these items are notorious for their low drop chance, so you either have to collect them from dark axe stumps located at one of the maps I previously mentioned over the wall, or purchase them from other players. Next, you're going to want to head over to Florina Beach. You can get there by going to Lith Harbor and taking the boat over, and collect 20 coconuts from the coconut trees that are located all around these maps. 10 pig heads. Pigs can be found in Pig Beach, or what I recommend, the rainforest east of Hennessy's. After collecting 60 lupin bananas, 30 saps of ancient trees, and 10 pig heads, return back to Estel and collect 1 sweet syrup. At this point, you're going to have to travel all the way back to Orbis to collect Nependeath's honey, which has an absurdly low drop chance of 1 in 7,500. Now with all these items in your inventory, head back to Orbis and talk to Elma the housekeeper. She will reward you with 20,000 mesos, 7,500 experience, and 1 Nependeath juice. Finally, with the Nepen juice in your inventory, go back to Alanis Green in Cloud Park 1. Give him the Nependeath juice. He'll give you 12,500 experience, 1 fame, and one of the coolest items, the Bone Helm. The next quest on this list is going to be a long chain quest, starting with cleaning up Eos Tower, level 30. You're going to want to talk to Marcel, who's located in the top right portion of Lubridium. He's going to ask you to eliminate 50 rats. You can find rats right at the 100th floor, all the way through till the 97th. Return back to Marcel and he'll reward you with 1,250 experience, 50 blue pills, and 50 orange pills. Next, talk to him again and he'll ask you to defeat 50 tricksters and 50 black rats. Tricksters can be found on multiple levels, starting at the 94th floor, all the way through to the 43rd. Similarly, black rats can be found right at the 98th floor, all the way through to the 93rd. After defeating 50 of each, return back to Marcel, and this time he'll reward you with 2,500 experience, 50 white pills, and 50 mana elixir pills. And this time, he'll ask you to defeat 30 Propellies and 30 Tweeters. Propellies are only found on 3 floors, that's the 59th, 58th, and 57th, and Tweeters even being more difficult to find on the 21st floor, 7th floor, and 6th floor. But after defeating 30 of each, return back to Marcel, and he'll reward you with 4,000 experience and 50 elixirs. On to the second last part of this long chain quest. This time he's going to ask you to defeat 25 block golems and 15 king block golems. Block golems can be found on floor 10 all the way through till floor 4. Similarly with king block golems, they can be found on floor 8 and floor 5. After defeating those, return back to Marcel and he will reward you with 5,500 experience and a random 60% weapon attack scroll. And finally, the last quest on this list, peace at Eos Tower, that requires you to be level 40. You're going to want to talk to Marcel, and this time you're going to want to head to the hidden tower at Lubridium Eos Tower 8th floor. Make sure you're adequately equipped, or you bring some friends, because you're going to be fighting a level 47 mini boss. He's considerably more difficult than the regular block golems and king block golems, so just keep that in mind. But after defeating Rombot, return back to Marcel, and he'll reward you with 4,200 experience and either a 10% or a 60% gloves for attack scroll. The next quest on this list is To the New World, level 40. You're going to start this quest by talking to Wings the Fairy and Elena to obtain the item Tears of Kel'Vilos. With the item in your inventory, head over to Orbis and talk to Krell the Fairy. Krell the Fairy is located right in the middle of Orbis inside this building, close to Ericsson. Krell the Fairy will ask you to collect 3 items, 200 solid horns, 20 empty potion bottles, and 50 Nependeath seeds. The solid horns can be found from Junior Lioneers, Junior Groupins, and Junior Cellians. All 3 of these mobs can be found in a singular location, the road to Garden of 3 Colors. To get here, you're going to want to take the portal all the way on the right side of Orbis, that's going to lead to Cloud Park 1, and then take the top right portal, leading to the road to Garden of 3 Colors. Next, the empty potion bottles can be found by destroying all the brown boxes located throughout Orbis, and the Nependeath seeds from Nependeaths that are going to be located in the strolling path. After collecting all 3 of those items, return back to Krell the Fairy in Orbis, and she'll reward you with 25,000 experience and a random 60% weapon attack scroll. The next quest on this list is Icarus and the Flying Pill, level 42. For this quest, there's going to be 4 pre-quests. The first one is On Board. You can start this quest by talking to Icarus in Curling City. He'll ask you 3 questions that you need to answer, and then afterwards, after talking to him again, he'll ask you to collect 40 squishy liquids from slimes and 40 tree branches. Slimes again can be found in Selvin Dungeon 1 or in Hennessy's Hunting Ground. And the tree branches can be found in Pirion's Street Corner. Return back to Icarus and he'll reward you with 250 experience, 25 red potions, and 15 blue potions. Next quest is I need help on my homework that you can accept from Wing the Fairy and Elena. He'll ask you to collect 10 slime bubbles, 30 tree branches, and 30 squishy liquids. Return back to him and he'll reward you with 250 experience and 25 blue potions. Next is Icarus's Hang Glider, level 32. For this quest, you're gonna have to collect 50 sturge wings, 50 stiff feathers, and 10 processed wood. Stiff feathers are dropped from dozens of different mobs located all around the Maple World. The sturge wings can be found off the sturge that are located in the Curling City subway, line 1, area 3 and 4. Very easy location to get to. You just gotta enter the portal that's located in the Curling City subway and continue right. And then finally, processed wood can be created by Mr. Smith in Pirion for either 10 tree branches or 5 firewood dropped by axe stumps. Finally, return back to Icarus and he'll reward you with 6,000 experience. The next quest is Icarus and the Balloon. For this quest, he'll ask you to collect 100 tablecloths and 10 alligator skin pouches. The tablecloths are dropped from junior wraiths that are similar to the sturges located in Curling City subway, line 1, area 2, 3, and 4. And not too far away, the Alligators are located in the Swamp of Despair 1, 2, and 3. The portal to this location is located inside of this middle sewer pipe, Curling City. After collecting 100 tablecloths and 10 alligator skin pouches, return back to Icarus and he rewards you with 11,000 experience. Now finally, after getting all those pre-quests done, you're going to want to talk to Icarus in Curling City and then head up to Elena to talk to Wing the Fairy. Talk to Wing the Fairy again. He'll ask you to collect 50 medicines with weird vibes from wraiths and collect 20 witch grass leaves. Thankfully, medicine with weird vibes are dropped from wraiths that are located not very far in Curling City subway, line 1, area 4. And as well as the witch grass leaves are going to be located all around Swamp of Despair 1, 2, and 3, where we were defeating the Alligators for the previous quest. After collecting 20 witch grass leaves and 50 medicines with weird vibes, go talk to Wing the Fairy and Elena again, and he'll reward you with 100 experience and 1 flying medicine. Now with that 1 flying medicine, the last thing you need to do is return to Icarus, and he'll reward you with 1300 experience and an Icarus cape that's either going to have plus 15 avoidability, plus 10 speed, or plus 5 jump. The next quest is the Alligators at the Swamp, level 52. There's 2 very easy prerequisites for this quest. The first being the reason behind the mushroom studies. You're going to want to go talk to Bruce and Hennessy's. You're going to hunt for 40 orange mushroom caps that can be located in Hennessy's Hunting Ground 1, and then hunt for 10 mushroom spores that can also be found in Hennessy's Hunting Ground 1. Return back to Bruce and he'll give you 300 experience and 25 red potions. Next is I need to find my daughter. You can start this quest by talking to Bruce and Hennessy's. You want to bring that sword to Ian in Pirion. Return this letter back to Bruce and he'll reward you with 500 mesos and 200 experience. Now onto the main quest. You're going to want to talk to Ian in Pirion again, and this time she's going to ask you to eliminate 250 Alligators, eliminate 40 junior neckies, and hunt for 20 junior necky skins. Alligators can again be found in Swamp of Despair 1 that's entered through the sewer portal that's located right in the middle of Kerning. Junior neckies can also be found in the same zone as Alligators, the Swamp of Despair 1, 2, and 3, but also can be found in Curling City subway line 2, area 1, and area 2. After collecting all those items, return back to Ian and she'll reward you with 20,000 experience and a 10% weapon attack scroll. Second last part of this quest, she's going to ask you to eliminate 120 crocos and collect 50 of their skins. Crocos are located all the way at the end of Swamp of Despair 3 in the zones Dangerous Croco 1 and 2. Return back to her and she'll reward you with 25,000 experience, and she'll allow you to choose between a scroll for cape, for strength, int, dex, or luck 60%.